Mendeley, what is this? This is a reference manager software which is founded in 2007 by PhD student Paul Jan and acquired by the Dutch academic publishing company Elsevier in 2013. It is used to manage and share research paper and the generate bibliographic for scholarly articles. Let's talk about his history. This is the uh, image of Mendeley software. The company Mendeley named after the German biologist George Mendel and the Russian chemist Dmitri Mendeleev was founded in London in November 2007 by three German PhD students. The first public beta version of the software was released in August 2008. The company investors, including some people previously involved with Last.fm and Skype and Warner Music Group, as well as academicians from Cambridge and John Hopkins University. In 2009, Mendeley won several awards, including Plugg.eu, European Startup on the year of 2009, Touch Current European Best Social Innovation with Benefit Society 2009, and the Guardian ranked it #6 in top 100 tech media companies. In 2012, Mendeley was one of the repositories for green open access recommended by the American philosopher Peter Suber, a leading voice in the open access movement. The recommendation was revoked after Elsevier both Mendeley and licensed it as a proprietary software. Mendeley was purchased by academic publisher Elsevier in early 2013. The deal price was speculated to the $50 million. The sale led to debates on scientific network and the media interest in open access. An upset member of the scientist community who felt that the Mendeley acquisition to Elsevier was un- unti- unauthentical to Mendeley open sharing model. David Dobb in the New York suggested Elsevier's reasons to buying Mendeley could have been to acquire its user data, destroy or co-opt an open science icon that threatened its business model. This was contrasted to a non-profit service like Unpaywell, which ranked itself as not sus- uh, susceptible to the sell out of the Elsevier. Let's talk about the product evaluation. After the acquisition, the Mendeley term extended its product line while continuing to iterate of its core reference manager application, Mendeley Desktop. On 20 in Mendeley software, there is a two software. One is the Mendeley Desktop, and second is the Mendeley Reference Manager. On 23 September 2013, Mendeley announced iPhone and iPad apps and Android app following shortly after. On 12 January 2015, Mendeley announced in the acquisition of Newsfile, a service which provides link to press coverage or researcher work. The functionality was subsequently incorporated into Mendeley Feed and Mendeley Profile in April 2016. Mendeley Data, a platform for sharing the citable research dataset online, was performed out of the beta. In October 2016, Mendeley Careers was launched, service intended to help researchers locate job opportunities. On 24 May 2019, Elsevier announced two new products, Mendeley Reference Manager and Mendeley Site. On 15 March 2021, the Mendeley mobile app was removed from the Apple App Store and Google Play, leaving the only way to access the service via website or using the Mendeley Reference Manager desktop app. The literature research function in the desktop application had also been removed. In September 2022, Elsevier discontinued the download of the legacy Mendeley desktop application as a part of the transition to the new web-based solution. Still accessible for the desktop with the more recent Mendeley Reference Manager, the company planned to permanently app stop the single into the Mendeley desktop in a longer term. Mendeley components. Mendeley is a based on web service requiring to first create a personal account on the Mendeley site. On the local computer side, it works in a conjunction with a word processor plugin and add-in, mandatory and desktop publication now fac- facultative to the latest current version. The new Mendeley Reference Manager library is cloud based. On 7th September 2020, it's replaced the formal Mendeley Web Library. The guarantees the latest charge are always saved in the cloud and the reference and accessible on several devices. The table here below provide an overview of the different Mendeley components and allow to compare the discontinue and the current application while the deprecated Mendeley desktop is still active. It need to use in conjunction with the legacy site of Matic World plug in the new Mendeley reference manager work with the Mendeley site word add in the Mendeley site word add in being stand along plug in. It can also be directly used the world without requiring Mendeley reference manager desktop app to be open or even installed. Overview of the Mendeley software component discontinue and currently developed and their responsibility. Function of the Mendeley component discontinued and current development. Mendeley web account always require Mendeley web library. Mendeley reference manager web. Desktop application allowed to work offline. Mendeley desktop, Mendeley reference manager desktop. Citation word plug-in add-in. Citation on metric word plug-in. Mendeley site word add-in. Stand-alone app. Add on the web browser to discover reference. Mendeley web important to Chrome and Firefox current. Compatibility with Windows for Windows 7 Plus for Windows 7 Plus. Compatibility with MAC OS for Mac OS version older than 10.15, Catalan already incompatible. From OS 10.10 are most recent. Note: Microsoft Word or other word process supported by Mendeley, which is Library Office. Mendeley required first to create a free account on the website. Institutional or premium accounts also exist providing extra storage space to their users. Academic, university, research organization, subscribing companies. Free account can be upgraded to institutional account provide the user log in their institutional email address. If preferred after the add-in Mendeley site has first been installed in the world processor, Mendeley can also be used entirely online without downloading the Mendeley reference manager desktop app. Then the library of the references is simply accessed by logging into the Mendeley account with a web browser. The new citation word add-in Mendeley site is a standalone application with means that is it can be used without having to open or even to install Mendeley reference manager as well as being used with online version of Word, Windows or Mac OS. This point out to predominant importance of the cloud-based database, which would always be considered by user as the master prevent reference dataset in order to anticipate it known as and potential user when the switching back from offline to online after a period of disconnection with the desktop application. Both The legacy and the new desktop application allow to work offline when no web communication is available and also offer extra feature to properly function. They need to be regularly synchronized online with the master dataset stored in the cloud and some operational with the desktop app, such as importing reference from text files. Required to be connected online to advise issues. Both desktop applications support various additional functionalities such as multiple PDF local annotations and ideas organization using the Mendeley notebook. Only the desktop app, Windows, Mac OS, and this allow to export all reference in one shot as the text line. Limitation and known issues. Not all the features available in the legacy Mendeley desktop application have been yet implemented in the new Mendeley Reference Manager desktop application, and it is unclear if they will be because the master reference dataset of Mendeley is the online dataset available in the cloud, not the local dataset. A copy of master temporarily stored on the personal computer for working offline to avoid problems while being offline with the recent Mendeley reference manager desktop version. New reference directly imported from text file must always first be added to the master web dataset when being connected online. When being offline, only small change manually applied to the local dataset by using the keyboard, that is the typo correction of hand type reference, are properly scanned with the master web dataset. It is not possible to export as a text file all the references stored in the library in one shot with the Mendeley Reference Manager web. The complete set of all the references can only be exported from the Mendeley Reference Manager desktop app, preferably when being connected online. However, the web version allows to export select reference or collection. Mendeley lack of function to control the capitalization of words in the reference title so that the list of reference generated in a document may contain a mix or title presented in a different latter cases formats such as sentences cases and title cases. The Mendeley Reference Manager desktop app work fine with Mac OS recent version Venture Sonoma, but as it is not yet optimized for the new Mac family equipped with the Apple Silicon M series SoC processors. It requires the automatic installation or Rosetta 2 to run. Rosetta 2 is the dynamic binary translator which convert on the fly the instruction written for the Intex x86-64 processor family to the SoC system on the clip of the Apple M series Rosetta to silently work in the background, and as it does not require any instruction from the user have been no graphical user interface. After the automatic installation, a Rosetta to the correct handline of the Apple disk image containing the drag and drop installer can be confusing and quite disturbing for the user unfamiliar with this kind of installer if he does not immediately realize that he has drag and drop the app icon left into the shortcut of the application folder right to correctly copy the Mendeley desktop program at the right place on the Mac. After opening the disk initiates the online registration procedure without copying the program into the Mac application folder and anticipated. However, a further drag and drop operation is sufficient to complete the installation without problem. Features: the software can track readers count, a readership statistic which has been asserted a predict citation impact, whereas journal level metrics are poor predictor or reliability, and automatic metadata extraction from PDF file is also available. The platform can integrate with Microsoft Word Open Office and the platform. The platform intended to be copyright complaint by allowing users share the file in a private group, including in 2018 an update to Mendeley result in some users losing PDF and innovation storage in their account. Elsevier fixed the issue of most users after a number of weeks. See also comparison or reference management software, metadata discovery, citation style language, list of academic dataset, and search again. Zetro open access equivalent software tool. Note and references. These are the references. This is all about the Mendeley software, and this article which I have been taken from Wikipedia. I hope this video useful for you. Thank you.